Hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. My name is Giantess, and last time a whole bunch of stuff happened. First we were in Shiki's POV, where he sees the battle between CL and Arcueid unfold, including her shooting the 2 arrows. And yeah, we kind of went back to some Arcueid versus CL, where Arcueid just kind of approaches menacingly, and CL's trying her best to basically defend herself. And as Arcueid gets even closer, she has basically the power of a god surrounding her. But CL has a perfect counter, because once Arcueid got close enough, she was able to activate the something of Calvaria, which basically acted as a guillotine to basically put Arcueid in place, and she folded the earth onto her, effectively stopping her for good. Or maybe not, because what happens is Arcueid kind of forms into this weird being, this giant light being called a Lumina, and she kind of grabs CL with the, I don't know, the heat of the sun or something, and is kind of got CL in a permanent death loop. And we go back to Shiki's POV, where basically Roa's like, yeah, I'm not gonna take over your body, I'll just act like an AI and I'll help you out, you know, we're bros, right? Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, so Shiki's like, I gotta help, I gotta save CL because she's my waifu, and Roa's kind of helping him too, which is kind of funny. But we basically got into close enough vicinity to the point where like even the blast of wind could potentially kill us. But right now we're scaling up the building so that we can potentially hit what's called Arcueid Lumina's weak spot. Yeah, things are kind of getting crazy. I'm not sure how much longer is left of this day, but I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. I'm gonna try to finish up this day, and if it splits into 2 episodes, it shall split into 2 episodes. I don't know, but let's head into it. From the shorter buildings, I make my way up to the taller ones. At breakneck pace, I throw myself across a 30-meter gap from one rooftop to the next. The wind is as strong up here as it was on the ground, and the elevation only exacerbates the turbulence. A gust could pluck me off my feet at any moment. One wrong step, and I'll find myself hurled into the sky. The higher I climb, the harder it becomes to see what's happening below. What? He's that high? Around the feet of this luminous giant, the Lumina, a white mist shrouds the ground. Is that the danger Roa warned me about? Although the mist is too thick to see what lurks within, it exudes an undeniable threat. It really did. I'm just imagining Persona 4 piano music right now because of all the fog. If that's the alternative, flying through the air like a trapeze artist might really be the best option. Oh my god, look at... The Lumina still appears to be 300 meters away. Just look... I love how, like, she still has her ahoge. It's still in the shape of Arcueid. She's just a giant ball of light. Being of light? Despite traversing almost 500 meters worth of rooftops, my view of her remains unchanged. Whoosh. Even so, I can tell that I'm getting closer. The winds intensify with every new rooftop I leap to. At this rate, I'll reach that oversized lava lamp inside. She's calling her a lava lamp. Man, I love how Shiki is not afraid to throw shade at Arcueid, even though, like, he's so much weaker. He just doesn't give a shit. Oh, man. But yeah, I forgot that one thing that was mentioned is that, like, she's distorting the space between, the space in her Marble Phantasm, so if he moves at a slow enough pace, he'll actually never reach her. As Ro said, like running on a treadmill. Come on, you dum-dum. Wow, you don't. She doesn't even have to look at her. She doesn't even have to look at you. You just have to look at her, and suddenly you're like, oh. Yeah, even though I'm not gonna take over the body, I still will die if you die.
そうかよ。俺からも一ついいか。このまま回り込んで近づいたとしても、もしあいつが動いたらどうするんだ。
What if she, you know, moves? You keep moving around her? Yeah, but what if she moves after that? I don't know. It's just an infinite cycle.
愚かだが最もな質問だ。安心しろ。包帯は動かない。
Oh, the Lumina is mobile? Why?
あれはシステムのようなものだと言っただろう。生命として成立はしているが、動体であってはならない。
Oh, so right now Arcueid isn't actually autonomous, or at least she's not in control of her body. It's like the Earth has taken over. Huh.
多少の微調整、変貌はするだろう。あの位置から移動することはない。
Oh, that's really interesting. She can still like change shape, so like it'll look like she's turning around, but she can't actually turn around because her base won't move. It's the Earth. Well, that helps. I'm half killing myself trying to get to close the distance between us while she's standing still. I don't think I could take it if she just upped and walked away. Yo, okay, no, I'm done here. Bye-bye, Shiki. Bye, Shiki. Her stride would be orders of magnitude longer than mine, too. If I had to chase her down, I'd be straight out of options.
ランドマークとして考えていいんだな。なら、目標は決まった。
Can you even see death signs on that thing? Are death lines and marks? Directly behind the Lumina, the husk of a building rises 60 meters into the air. It's perfect for getting the jump on her. My next step is to make my way there. It's time for the bullet hell section. Whoosh. Whoa. Oh, damn, they got animations. Whee. Cut the air. I slashed through yet another claw formed from thin air. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, part of me is kind of like in awe at seeing Shiki move like this, because he never would have moved like this if he weren't a vampire. You only get to see this if he's being possessed by Roa. So it's kind of cool. He's just hopping around. He really is like an assassin. Roa claims that they're on an automatic defense system, protecting Arcueid's surface consciousness. All I know is that they're too sluggish to hit me. You're too slow. I give Arcueid's towering figure a wide berth. She's 150 meters away. No major obstacles so far. I can make it. Arcueid's assault pales in ferocity compared to what I saw her use on CL. It's almost enough to make me think that this might just work.
ああ、良好だ。よほどエレーシアが。姫君は指先の獲物に夢中で、我々に気がついていない。
Roa says that like it's nothing, but I instantly freeze. It's like, damn, my girl's being incinerated to death and back. Infinite times over. I don't even need my vampire eyes to see it. As I make a leap past Arcueid, I see the tragedy unfolding on full display, a performance for my eyes alone.
どうしたのよシエル。そろそろ反撃したら。ずっと手も足も出ないなんてあなたらしくない。
She speaks with nothing but a human might call a voice. Her tongue is alien, her words no simple transmission of sound. Gleefully, she toys with the she holds captive in one gargantuan hand. Her overwhelming power renders resistance futile. Indeed, she seems to enjoy the sport, smiling cruelly to see life pushed to its most desperate extreme. Ooh, she takes an arm and licks it as it spasms. She opens the ribcage and paints her talons red. She crushes a head and watches it regrow. She rips out the entrails and plucks them like strings. Okay, she's dining. Before it didn't look that bad, but it's looking pretty bad now. For millennia, human beings have killed, dressed, and consumed animals for pleasure. This is her recreation of that pastime. Except her nutrition comes from a different source. Meat proteins have nothing to offer her. She feeds solely on the pleasure derived from others' pains.
もういろいろびしょびしょね。悲鳴もおえつも面白みがなくなってきた。
Yeah, she's tired of that. Man, the amount of torture Seal has to go through in this route is kind of unbelievable. With each regeneration, fingers reach out into empty space, begging for help. And with each resolute act of hollow defiance,
安心して。私は見苦しいなんて言わないから。
her spirit is crushed anew.
さっきのお返し。虫みたいに潰してあげる。
Man, Arcueid's kind of acting like Noelle now. No, it has long been decimated.
やめろ
Well, there goes our sneak attack. CL, 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 CL! My voice explodes from my lungs in an uncontrollable rage. I can't keep quiet after seeing that. Ro's plan can get fucked. If I'm gonna cut that giant's arm right off, right off her body. I can cut the wind. Yet no matter how loud I shout or how hard I push, I can't get any closer. She's perpetually too far, perpetually out of my reach. Getting CL back is still on the wrong side of impossible. Her voice, born on the very air, rattles the world. I grip my teeth in frustration, in shame. I'm leaping about in plain sight, shouting for all to hear, and I still can't get her attention. Roa's voice saves me from stewing in my own thoughts. What the heck is that? A wall of wind roiling before me is leagues above the automatic defenses I've encountered so far. If it decides to come for me, there'll be no escaping it. It stretches from the feet of Arcueid's Lumina up into the sky, surrounding her like a raging tornado. I have to retreat. Approaching her gigantic form from the side would be suicidal. She hasn't seen me yet, but she so much as glances this way, it's all over. My body and mind would seize up and as though dropped in cement, and she would greet me with a merciless whirlwind of razors. The only way is to circle round behind her, as per our original plan. But then what? I can't see her death. Okay, fine. That's always been the case. No surprise at this point. This transformation, though, that's another story. Arcueid was already overpowered, but now she's doubled down. Even CL is helpless against her. How can I rescue CL from a monster like that? This is her in her weak form? Oh, he's saying that like she's always had this much power, but now she's just a bigger target. Oh my god, I've thought that she was the perfect being for years, for a millennia, and now she's just some tsundere some like girl who's freaking out. Elacia's excess disappointed me, huh? Damn, he's like an Asian parent. I would have done better.
アルクエイドばかりか先輩にまでダメ出しか。とにかく勝ち目はあるんだな、あれ。
Silence is Roa's only answer. That must not be his goal. Well, let him sulk. All I need to do now is run. I can't save CL from her torment, but I can make sure it isn't for nothing. While Arcueid is fixated on torturing her, I'll find a way to make her pay for every drop of blood she spills.
ねえ、まだ希望があると思っているの？まさか、あいつが助けに来るとか期待してる？
I'm trying! I hear the rumblings of a giant voice as she recedes from sight. She croons to her captive as though to a bosom friend. Well, I'm trying! Well, I think he got hit by the wind mid-jump. More talons of air rake at me. Stray air currents buffet and batter my body. She may not be conscious of me, but her world is trying to expel me from her presence nonetheless.
わかんないな。あんなやつのどこがいいの？
What? You liked me too. The pair fade further into the distance. I force myself to ignore them and keep running.
乱暴で口が悪くて病弱で
Hey, that's what you like about me. I saw in the book. You like Shiki's insults at you.
約束を守れもしないくせに善人のふりをして。
The ferocity of the invisible talons intensifies. I'm right next to her after all, if out of view. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that the air is getting rougher, but...
あいつに比べたらトカゲの方がまだ誠実だわ。あの声も嫌い、仕草も嫌い、顔も嫌い、全部嫌い。
Okay, I guess she is a tsundere. You know, something tells me.
言っておくけど、あんな奴には何もできないから。できても遠くから悪口を言うだけよ。
Come on, I don't do that. I mock you in front of you. I don't think Shiki really mocks Arcueid behind her back. It's always to her and at her face.
それとも、そんな勇気もないかしら。そうよね。いつも言い訳ばっかりだったもの。僕は甘い仕草で初対面の女を解体することしかできない。最低最悪のずるくて童顔な殺人鬼だって。
I'm just a poor baby-faced murderer who can't stop killing young people, young women, yeah. Just couldn't help himself, you know? Whoa! Like, goddamn! Okay, oh, she's totally ignoring me on purpose.
着いた。
Made it. Okay. "10 meters away, only 10, damn. I land on the rooftop on all fours and steady myself. Extreme updraft shoot from Lumina's feet, threatening to launch me skywards if I don't stay low.
本当に同情するわシエル。運が悪いにも程がある。あんな奴を助けたりしなければ、あなたはもっと楽に死ねたのに。ね。
Ooh, and another one. Oh man, there was even like the glass crack sound. Ugh, I've had enough of this in more ways than one. Who cares how much of a monster I'm up against? Who gives a shit about the plan? I'm not gonna give her another second to spare. Besides, watching the girl they love get crushed to their death before their eyes would make anyone's blood boil. Oh, is it choice time?
陽角22、目測距離7メートル。
Oh, we're actually 40 meters away.
ここであれば接触まで 0.8 秒。
I lift my hands off the ground and stand upright. I direct my blood flow into my legs. A single breath floods my body with fresh oxygen.
理想的なアプローチだ。
いい加減に。
That arm. That chair. I only have one goal.
落とせ。
It's coming off. Let's see how you look with just one arm. Isn't this supposed to have the heat of the sun? Ugh. My angle of attack was perfect. With the starting height of 60 meters, my legs managed to propel me almost 30. I land on the giant's pale arm, wide as a highway. I lodge my knife into her skin and let my momentum carry it down from elbow to wrist. When I look up, however, I see that I've achieved nothing. Not only did I fail to sever her arm, I didn't even scratch her. I felt my knife bite into her hull, yet no cut remains to mark its passage. I wonder if she even notices you. Without the lines to guide me, I never expected this to be easy as the last time. But I've still got a vampire's strength. I hope that if I hit her with everything I had, the pain would shock her into releasing CL. It's time for the win! My thoughts slow to a crawl. Time seems to freeze. In a fraction of a second, I cycle through my options. Or rather, I assess my situation. I screwed up. I got arrogant. I underestimated my enemy. Oh, the thought process was fundamentally flawed! To me, this was a battle, but to Arcueid, it was nothing of the sort. I was an ant who thought that it could defy an elephant. I only got this far because she considered me harmless. Well, now I've showed anything but. She won't suffer me to skitter about anymore. Okay, which one would be the bad end? I want to try Can't Give Up Now. I can't give up that easily. Getting this close took 70% of my energy and blood. If I let this chance pass, I might never get another. Odds are this is my one and only shot. However hopeless things seem, I can't just squander it.
そうだ、節なら
Attacking the forearm failed, but what about the joint? If I cut off Arcueid's motor functions rather than cut through her skin, maybe I can force her to let go of CL. Whoosh! Holding my knife between my teeth, I scramble up the glaring white slopes of her arms on all fours. The Lumina's surface is warm, though it's not so hot that it burns, and tangible enough to climb. Despite appearances, it's firmly corporeal. Oh, really? I thought it was just gonna be a ball of, like, a ball of light that is the temperature of the sun. From a distance, she seems more like a statue than a living creature, but I get a different impression now that I'm close enough to touch her. Her skin feels at once like solid rock and floating water. How? It's firm, but not like a boulder. It's smoother and more pleasant than to the touch. I could almost believe that it was fine porcelain. He did describe her skin as porcelain several times, and now it's actually porcelain. Whoa! Arcueid's arm shifts beneath my feet. She's still a living creature. Even if she doesn't know I'm here, my foothold is still subject to her natural rhythms. If she happens to sneeze, unlikely as it is, she'd probably launch me over the horizon. At least, I hope it's unlikely. There's no accounting for the Arcueid factor. The Arcueid factor. Knowing her, she'd fall flat on her face just to spite me. Better get a move on before I start tempting fate.
Yosh.
I make it safely to my destination.
ここなら
Take this! I grab my knife from my mouth and grip it in both hands. Her skin glitter under me like freshly fallen snow. I drive my weapon down, straight into where the elbow joint would be on a human body. And, bye-bye, knife! But it doesn't pierce the skin. Where I expected my knife to bite, it snaps at the hilt. The blade spins away and plummets down towards the ground. Well, fuck. You got no weapon now. No.
肘なら脆いはず。なんて笑わせないで。
I see you, Shiki.
どこだろうと肌の硬さは同じものでしょ。そんなこともわからなかったの？お疲れ様。
Oh no.
いろいろとバカなことを考えていたようだけど、何もかも無駄だったのね。人の肌の上を這い回って楽しいね。
You sound a little bit different, Arcueid. Are you sure you're okay? Arcueid's thoughts force their way into my mind. Even as a mere human with no talent for telepathy, the overwhelming pressure of her consciousness leaves me no choice but to understand.
吐息で吹き飛ばしてあげましょうか。
Oh no.
それともちょっと腕をひねって私の足元まで落下してみる。
What is this? It's like she trapped my mind in a vice with her words alone. CL's not only being tortured physically, but mentally too. Whoa! Oh, she read my thoughts?
他に考えることはないのかしら。人の心配をしていられる状況？
I can't tell if it's mockery or anger suffusing her thoughts. Whoops. Either way, as long as I'm on her body, I'm at her mercy. Now that she's noticed me, I have to get some distance.
させない。
Ooh, okay, abruptly I stop. My brain is still firing. My muscles are still working. My body is stuck in place. Okay, yeah, this might be the bad end. I strain with all my might to move my limbs, but some opposing force pushes back harder.
ここまで来て逃げられると思ったの？
Uh-oh.
私の視界に入らないうちは見逃していただけよ。落ち
Stay
るさ。
out of my sight. Roa warned me about this. Stay out of Lumina's sight, he said. One glance is all she needs to seize control of you. This must be what he meant. Now I'm pinned to thin air, unable to run or fight back.
ああ、そっか。目に見えるものでないとわからないんだっけ。それならちゃんと私の指で触ってあげる。
Oh no.
東方あいにくランドマークですので、繊細な力加減も お客様への気遣いもいたしませんが。
I didn't say that about you. Okay, maybe I did. Something colossal emerges overhead. Something massive as a crashing zeppelin. Oh, okay. Heavy as a toppling greatwood. And inescapable as a descending veil of night. But before I can even process it as an enormous hand.
私が巨人なんじゃないわ。あなたたちが小さいの。未だに重力に縛られた生命体。
I don't believe in gravity.
星の上っ面にあるだけの文明機。ここで根こそぎしまってあげる。でもあなたは別。
What?
私の棚には入れてあげない。だってまっすぐに本気で歯向かってきたんだもの。
Oh gosh, she's like, I'm not gonna let you die that easily.
自分の
Oh.
小ささも把握できないところが可愛いけど。
Oh my god, the
虫のように
light!
低能なの。そういうものとして扱ってもいいわよね。
Ooh, the giant's hand descends implacably. Faced with such overwhelming might, I can't even feel fear. Despair overcomes me, inviting me to kneel. But before I even get the chance, 4 fingers of pure light, soft yet hard, crush me hungrily into a bloody pulp. Yeah, do you guys think that's a bad end? I think that might be... Okay, we get another bad end. At first I wasn't sure because Shiki looked like he was getting some progress. He was like running up, no big deal. Let's see, segment number 21. Alright. Okay, she's still here. I remember the school is the only safe zone. That's why we're here.
さすがに冗談を挟める状況ではありませんね。
That's why I'm gonna do it.
ここからは遊びなし、迅速な Q&A を行いましょう。いいですね、そこの猫型生物。
You feline creature.
さあ、イエスサー、了解であります、ティーチャー。
Teacher.
あのヒロインにあるまじき大ボス、いくら美少女でも見過ごせねえ。
Oh my god, she's such a babe. Oh man, I wish I looked like her.
私への風評被害も鑑みて全力でなかったことにしてやるぜ。
はい、あなたへの被害は皆無とは思いますが、そのスピード感で黙っていてくださいね。
Woo! Oh my god, she's dash dancing.
今回は2択死亡のデッドエンドです。速やかに直前の選択肢からリトライしていただければ。
She's like, you've done this so many times. You know you fucked up. It's just the last choice you made.
一刻も早く囚われの先輩を助けたいという気持ちは大変嬉しいのですが、ここは冷静に。あんな反則級のアルクエイドを正面から相手にしてはいけません。
Okay, this is what I thought. I was thinking like if Shiki keeps going, he's gonna push it a little bit too much and he's gonna die after getting into a disadvantageous position. So that's why I thought backing off would be the right choice, and I'm glad I finally I made the right choice to get the bad end this time.
交代は一手間違えれば即デッドな存在です。ともかく自分の命優先でお願いします。
Ooh, she's getting faster. Oh my god, she's duplicating.
ちょっと
Echo Arc
何言ってるんですかあなた。
Lumina!
そうか、猫とはスピードとはあんまり意味のない Q&A コーナーとは。これが猫交代決勝だ。
Lumina! We're freaking dead. Oh wait! Oh goddamn! I thought I was actually dead. I forgot I pressed the hide message box. I was like, wait, what's happening? Oh my god! Type Lumina. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's head back into it then. Obvious choice will be obvious. All right, I have to run, man. And my initiative lost. I can't waste a second. Arcueid quite literally has me in the palm of her hands. I've got better things to do than stick to an approach that isn't working.
先輩
I give up on severing the Titan's arm, but I'm not giving up on freeing the girl I love.
先輩情けなくてごめんでも助ける今助けるから
Gosh, she looks so bad. I'm at no risk of falling. With my heightened sense of balance, it wouldn't matter if I were perched on a tightrope.
ダメ逃げて早く逃げて
分かってます
I'm surprised
す
she
ぐ
can
に先輩を
talk.
連れて逃げる
And alright, my knife doesn't break this time. With no lines to guide me, I drive my knife in blindly. Such wanton brutality would have shocked me once, but although the blow would have cut through steel, it doesn't leave a mark on the fingers that hold CL.
どうして
Oh god! Why isn't this working? I stab over and over like a madman. My knife grows slick with my own blood, his own blood. The coating hones its edge and reinforces its blade. The intuitive command of my vampiric powers spark no particular feelings in me. My mind is preoccupied with other things, frustration at my own impotence, and the overwhelming might of the foe I'm facing. Ciel's face twisted in pain as a crushing force relentlessly presses down on her abdomen.
くそー
I cling to the giant's finger, stabbing away like a machine, conscious of the futility of it, but not knowing what else to do. Now he's definitely in plain sight of Arcueid because she's playing with Ciel and he's right there.
今のアルカイドに干渉は無意味です私に構わず早くこの町の外に
Through mouthfuls of her own blood, tells me to run away. Seeing the state she's in kicks my mind up another gear. The air thumped. Fear holds me in place like a vice. Oh my, is that her eye?
くだらないゴミがぶつかったと思う
Don't look at her, don't look at her, don't look at her. An impossibly large crimson eye regards me disinterestedly from above. My overclocked brain abruptly crashes. I can't blink, I can't breathe. A single look was all it took. Under the weight of her gaze, I forget I'm even human. Because you're kinda not. Oh god, the wind! I'm utterly helpless. Helpless to free Ciel. Helpless to save myself. Helpless to resist her. The closer to the Lumina, the more severe the winds. That much I already knew, so I should have expected this. A whirling maelstrom powerful enough to obliterate a tanker truck descends onto me, intent on devouring the vermin that offended its master. Whoa! My lungs remain frozen, my legs refuse to move. Ciel is... oh, thank goodness. Arcueid's hand will shield her from the tornado. Only I will pay the price of my own foolishness. They say that death is peaceful once you've accepted it. Perhaps this is what they mean. Whoa. Still paralyzed from the terror of her gaze, I'm cast onto the air like a leaf in the gale? Did she protect her? Did Arcueid protect Shiki from herself? Whoa! Carried on the white wind, I spiral down to the earth. My brain can't even process which way is up, never mind how I should brace for impact. If I hadn't been so blind to how hard I was pushing myself, I might have seen this coming. 2 days ago, a light jog would have had me out of breath. What was I thinking? Blasting through 100 meters in mere seconds, jumping up buildings, throwing myself at giants. Shredding and mending every muscle in my body over and over again, boosting my metabolism to hundreds of times its ordinary rate, forcing the burden that the natural healing onto my brain. Of all that natural healing onto my brain, I exhausted every last drop of power I could muster. My body, my mind, my plans, they're all spent. A voice seems to whisper in my ear. You've done enough, it says. Even God couldn't untangle this mess. What hope do you have? But is that really true? Another voice whispers in my heart. You can't give up yet. You have the tools you need at hand. You are right to try to defeat her. You are the only wrong in your approach. I breathe out, long and slow, exhaling my exhaustion. I think the solution is going to be kind of similar to what you did in Ciel's normal route, where He doesn't approach Arcueid, but rather he tries to sever her source, so maybe quote-unquote kill the earth again. It isn't enough to revive my worn-out nervous system, but it is enough to persuade my eyes to open again. Oh god. Okay. What is he going to do? What am I looking at? A brain? My heart is beating. My legs are still attached. Blood flows through my fingers when I clench them. I'm still kind of surprised because Arcueid could have just let Shiki die, but she kind of like threw him away before her gust of wind hit him. I think. So, I'm still alive. Fortunately, I managed to avoid getting sucked up by that cyclone. Doubly fortunately, I'm still in one piece, especially given how far I fell. It's flowers, okay.
比較的柔らかい地面だ。
Wow, plot armor. I don't have it in me to ask why he's still here. Battered inside and out, I can't muster any venom towards him, or Arcueid for that matter.
ここは地面か。
I stand up shakily. I feel like a ghost, picking myself up because that's all I remember how to do. In that moment, when I see what lies before me, I learn the true meaning of despair. Is she gonna be like freaking like a football field away? Where the fuck are... Oh right! Before she turned into Lumina form, when she was walking down the street, she was basically growing plants all over because it was like the earth taking over the city. Because she is, well, for lack of better words, archetype earth. But now I guess it's grown even more. What the... I choke out a dry gasp at the sheer enormity. This sight, I know it. I know it all too well. It reminds me of landscapes I only see in photographs, the jungles of South America, or, closer to home, the forests of Yakushima. Before its immense scale, I feel pathetically tiny. Well, okay, I guess we're doing this now. I didn't expect this to happen. No, I'd be wrong to liken this vision to the Amazon. My human mind wants to believe I'm looking at trees. But these aren't trees, they're roots. Roots like those of a delicate flower one might have inadvertently crushed underfoot, grown to monstrous proportions. Roots that now envelop the earth. So did she grow them to soften Shiki's land? I'm really confused at what Arcueid is trying to do now because like, it felt like she was trying to protect him from herself. The true form of the enemy Ro and I dare to oppose comes into view, and with seeing comes understanding. Of course she stands like a giant over us. Of course humans are mere insects to her. I feel it in the unnatural heat and humidity. I see it in the stifling press of the primordial colors, in the veil of abundant greenery draped over the worlds, in the thinnest of oxygens, and in the lethal concentrations of toxic gas. This is nature, red in tooth and claw, sneering at human ingenuity. What I'm standing in is no city, not anymore. Nor is it the overgrown ruins of a civilization. It's a world far more ancient. This is the Earth in its primal days, hundreds of millions of years before humanity ever drew its first breath.
そうだ。俺が惑星の霊長に知的生命体を設定しなかった場合、地球本来の植物の尺度。
If only humans didn't exist.
神祖にとって外敵への対応はこのような。人間を排除する必要も、衰退させる必要もない。
She is the Captain Planet.
彼女はただ、周りを強くすることで相対的に文明を矮小化させている。
Whoa, everything got a lot greener. My heart but all gives out at the horrifying reality. It's my body, not my mind, that surrenders first. Now I know the true scale of what I face. Now I see any challenge made was sinful. Let me rest, my body pleads. Isn't it enough that you got so close? Making my way to CL took everything I had. Now I fall into a landscape out of myth, without so much as scratching Arcueid. So what I'm thinking is, maybe where he landed is actually going to be where the source of Arcueid's power is, because it is where all this stuff is growing compared to a bunch of the city that hasn't grown that yet. So maybe? With no way of getting back up into the fight.
生きてる？それとも粉々に吹き飛ばしちゃった？
I look up at the source of the cacophony in my skull. Beyond the roots array to put mankind into its place. A luminous figure looked down imperiously.
なんだ、ちゃんとそこにいるじゃない。ごめんなさい。小さすぎて見失っちゃった。
Okay, it was an accident. Okay. The Titan still holds CL in her grasp. She plucks at her body pointedly, for my benefit, no doubt.
今まで気づいていなかったけど、これからは気をつけるわ。
Oh no.
もっとも、もう歯向かう気持ちもないでしょうけど。
I'm amazed to feel a fire light inside my flagging heart, but I didn't think I had it in me. Wanting to free CL is part of it for sure. But more than that, Arcueid's bold-faced taunting has me seeing red.
お前本当に頭悪いな。
How long is she gonna try and keep up the charade?
はあ？意識なんてしていなかったんですけど。
I love how she's completely in his head. Like, she knows everything that he's thinking.
ぴょんぴょん飛び跳ねるだけの小虫より、こっちのおもちゃをいじった方が楽しいでしょ？
マジか。
No fucking way. I didn't speak that question out loud. She must have literally read my mind, as if that giant lava lamp of a body weren't overpowered enough. She can hear my goddamn thoughts. Hey, who are you calling a lava lamp? Though I'd be none the wiser if she kept her mouth shut. To reveal her true power just to trade insults is exactly the kind of bird brain move I'd expect from her, actually.
何よりも無獄殺されたいようね。あなた。
I love how, like, he's like, oh crap, I have no filter now. She's removed the filter. Oh no.
本当に気乗りはしないけど、口の減らない人間に身の程を教えてあげる。
The ground shudders beneath my feet. I can feel the world itself snarling at me in hostility as it does to CL.
似た者同士の見苦しい泥の投げ合いは終わったかね。
Shut the fuck up, get a room already! Damn right we are. I'm so pissed off right now that I found the courage for one more try. Ooh, the world is a hellish gauntlet of primal flora. The roof are the domain of the all-seeing Titan. I still don't have a clear idea of what the Lumina is. I should... Okay, choice. It's time for choice. Hide, I'm on my last legs. Go back up, I must have missed something. I guess maybe this? I have no idea. Finding her head on would be crazy. I'm just gonna take a look at the flowchart first, because I want to make sure if I have missed that, whether or not I've missed that scene or not. Not sure. Okay. Fighting her head on would be crazy. I won't find any magical solution waiting for me up on the rooftops, only Arcueid's paralyzing gaze. My best bet is to try and stay out of her sight. It's not like I'm completely out of options. There are plenty of places to hide down on the ground. If I conceal myself amongst these enormous roots, she'll never find me.
へえ、それはそれで面白いけど。
I sense a hint of amusement in her voice. Though the trespasser has escaped her gaze, the giant doesn't need to see him to know what he's thinking.
あなたは息をしないでも生きていられる生き物だった。
Or to predict the fate that awaited him. Toxic gas? As promised, the environment down here is rapidly proving hostile to mammalian life. The temperatures push 40 degrees, while fronds of greenery consume every open surface. 40 degrees is like 100 something Fahrenheit. Not sure exactly what it is. Maybe like 100. Actually, that's gonna be really high. It's gonna be almost like 110. I think. Worst of all, the air is growing thin. Unable to photosynthesize, the gargantuan plants inhale oxygen in vast quantities, leaving none behind to support bird or beast.
上空の気流の乱れはこの酸素濃度が原因だ。人類が知る原生植物ではあるが
Megaflora.
強靭さはまるで別物だね。
出る場合か。
Shut
酸素
up,
が吸えなかったら血
man.
液も濁る。吸血鬼にとって致命的じゃないのか、それは。
酸素結合による血液の正常化に頼る使徒であれ
Oh, gee, thanks.
ば、まだ人間部分を残している塔の式には
Oh, you did. Yeah, ain't that thanks, dude. Thanks.
そうかよ。じゃあ何分持つ？
肉体を稼働させなければ1時間。まだ続けるというのなら確かな保証はもうできない。
So if I keep running around, I could kneel over inside of a minute. Well, I could have told myself that. I got nothing left in the tank. Simply pushing through the oversized undergrowth is enough to wind me. Oh, he sees lines. Despite the fact that I see the lines around me, my head has stopped aching. It can only mean my pain receptors are no longer functioning. But still.
死の線とやらを見続けている。私にはお前が見ているものは理解できない。
That's kind of cool because in the other one, the other route for Arcueid, when he was in other Shiki's body, he was like, I have all this power. I can see all the lines. And now he's like, nah, never mind. This shit don't make no sense.
死の捉え方。生の結論において我々には共有できる余地がない。いや、私が相互理解を要したし。
I owe Roa big time. His blathering is helping me stay focused. Keep moving. Use your eyes. It must be here somewhere, under these roots. Oh, I think that is what he's trying to do.
その精神の強靭さは評価に値する。塔の式の肉体は限界を迎えている。身体機能の原則に免疫機構が追いついていない。ここで休息と栄養の補給をしなければ、酸素があろうとなかろうと心臓は停止する。
くそ。人の体だと思ってはっきり言いやがって。
You know, I'm actually gonna go back. I'm pretty sure. I know this is a little bit early, but I feel like this is the right choice. Because Shiki actually has a plan. He's like, I know what to do, and I'm kind of out of Arcueid's sight, so I'm gonna go back and try the other option. Okay, let's go back up. I must have missed something. Staying here is just gonna sap my strength. I can't help CL from down by Arcueid's ankles. I have to go back up. There must be something I've missed. Once I have that missing piece, I can figure this out. First, I've got to get out of this jungle of roots. I'll climb up them and find a small building to jump to. Then the real challenge will begin. There's magical energy contained in my blood. My vampiric traits dwindle when I expand it, but it replenishes a little each time. It circulates through my heart.
よし。
Slowly, minimalizing my blood expenditure, I scale the roots. Once I'm out, I can find a way up to the rooftops. Then, like before, I'll sneak behind Lumina and... What? Is he flying? What the hell? Why am I floating?
呆れた。自分から姿を見せるなんて。
Yeah.
人間ってもう少し頭のいい生き物だと思っていた
I
けど。
believe I can fly. An invisible force lifts me into the air. I briefly wonder if I've been caught in a wind current. But no. Arcueid is picking me up with her telekinesis. I should have known better. She no longer has any blind spots to exploit. I only managed to sneak up on her in the first place because she was intentionally ignoring me. But now I've provoked her in fighting for real. Without the ground level to cover the Megaflora, I have nothing to shield me from her eyes. Whoa! Nah, it's worse than that. I've thrown myself into her lap. Sticking my head out right at her feet, I might as well have been asking to get squashed. Whoa!
高い高い。
I flail about, trying to resist. But still, I rise higher, as inexorable as if I were being hoisted up by a crane. Higher than the rooftops I was hoping to reach. Higher and higher into the sky until I'm so high that there's no way down. Whoa! Hello there. Her gigantic figure floods my brain with errors. She's so impossibly large, yet so familiar in form, that my perspective is shattered. Is she gargantuan or am I minuscule? She's like, hi, Shiki. Is she the abnormality, or is it me? Are these shudders of fear running through me, or thrills of ecstasy at her beauty? My senses, my ability to perceive the world are completely paralyzed. I only know one thing for certain.
そう。もう絶対に逃げられないということよ。
You're mine now, Shiki. She won't ever let me defy her again. Whoa! Fuck! Crucified in midair, I'm helpless to resist her claws of wind, swing lazily towards me. Oh, as her claws of wind.
そういえば、さっきのお返しがまだだった。
Technically true.
遠慮しないで。私と四季の仲だもの。全然聞かなかったけど、ナイフを突き立てられたのは事実だし。
Oh yeah, he did try to do that.
ランドマークだの、デカブツだの、失礼な表現をされたことだし。
Yeah, he did do that too.
これくらいは、そのちっぽけな体であがなってもらわないとね。
Once, twice, 3 times. More like a cat with a mouse. More like a cat with a mouse. Sorry. My limbs are far sturdier than a normal human's, but she snaps them like twigs. I haven't trained my pain tolerance! Shrieks slip through my gritted teeth. If I can feel pain, it means that my nerves are still connected. Even pinned in midair like this, I still try to minimize the damage. Though I know it's not much, I tense my muscles every time she swings, hoping to at least keep my body in one piece.
なんだろうこの気持ち。癖になっちゃいそう私。
Please don't, no! Ah!
ほらほら、頑張る頑張る。
Gambare, gambare.
さっきからシエルが暴れてるわ。すっごい、ちょっと指動かされちゃった。
She yells like, no, get your hands off my man!
やっぱり最高のおもちゃね。
My strength dissolves, my will to resist her evaporates. She's on a different scale to anything else I've faced. An opponent without weakness. For the first time, I truly know the crushing despair of being at the mercy of an irresistible force.
さっきまではちゃんと避けていたのに、どうしたの？
I can't dodge if I'm floating in midair!
ピンで撃たれた標本になっちゃった？ああ、そっか。私が捕まえてるんだっけ？
Teehee! The force keeping me in place suddenly relaxes. Released from its hold, I plummet towards the ground. Oh, into her hands, her loving hands. I crash land like on a pale glowing surface. My limbless torso is helpless to soften my fall. My internal functions are in too much shock to scream. But at least I'm better off than I was. I've gone from the elevation of 80 meters to 50. For all that good that does me. I have to run. I have to get out of here. As hopeless as it is, I have to try. I skirt around the Titan's palm on my stomach. No dice. The luminous platform seems so much bigger now than it was the last time I was here.
ごめんなさい。つい落としちゃった。この体、まだ慣れてなくて。ま、時間はあるし、ゆっくり調整すればいいか。
The white earth dips in at its center like a bowl. The sides rise to cage me in. Though I'm standing on solid ground, I feel adrift in a raging sea. So minuscule am I, the faint curves of her flesh are enough to impede me. I can't see a thing, even with my eyes open. My world is white from the horizon to horizon. I feel the warmth of her body on every inch of my skin. I feel her breath hot enough to boil my brain. My senses only seem to sharpen, even as my body grows numb. I can't take this anymore. It's just too much. My mind keeps losing track of what I'm doing, why I'm fighting. How can I get out? How can I break free? I don't know. I feel nothing but a single emotion towards this being. I know nothing but this white world of torment. It's getting hotter. And hotter. And hotter. It's not just my body heat. It's not just my breathing. I'm melting, becoming one with the matter around me. Ew, her hand is like acid. The harder I struggle, the weaker I grow. The further I flee, the harder it gets to breathe. I'm barely more than a corpse now. I shouldn't be able to move at all. My body and heart refuse to die. So I writhe in the desert of her palm. It's so hot. My struggles are fueled not by pain or even despair, but this mysterious heat. She stares at me as I squirm.
もう絶対に私から触ってなんかやるもんかって思ったけど我慢できなくなっちゃった、もう私のものなんだし何をしたって構わないわよね。
Damn. Oh, Shiki's cooked, literally. The Titan's index finger rises like a towering pillar. And slowly, grindingly, crush the maggot wriggling on her palm. Wow, Shiki can still make noises. Breath bursts from my throat in a wordless gasp. Just before it liquefies my flesh, shattering my bones, and grinds me into human paste, the finger recedes. The worst part is, even after being squashed flat, the creature known as Shiki Tohno clings pathetically to life. I see. Being in physical contact with Lumina replenished my magical energy. Huh. Whether I want to or not, my blood drinks in the power that she exudes, repairing my battered body. And as a result, she found a way to basically have infinite fun with him.
あなたが吸血鬼になって一つだけいいこと見つけちゃった。
She's like, I won't let you die, I'm having too much fun.
じっくりと遊べること。
Oh my god, she's like Noelle, yeah, her tongue's sticking out like.
可愛いものをいじるのは少しだけ楽しいわ。
Oh no! No matter what she does to me, no matter how thoroughly she breaks me, not even death will provide an escape. I am trapped in a five-finger prison, and so I fight for breath in an ocean of blood, endlessly sustained by the false hope that she dangles before my eyes. Well, Shiki, as you deal with the infinite death, I'm going to see this final bad end. Okay, we're at bad end number 22. I wonder if they'll actually make any note that's, hey, you've collected all the bad ends. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, are we gonna see her in the background? No. Huh, I'm kind of surprised. Oh, it's different. Teach me, Miss CL. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's Eco Arc.
こんにちは。教えてシエル先生。代理のエコアルクです。
Damn, teach me CL Sensei isn't... CL Sensei might not even show up for the last CL Sensei. We have a substitute teacher.
本来なら私が出てくるエンドではないのですが、シエル先生も猫も吹き飛んでしまったので。
Oh my god! That was... Wait, what if I didn't get that ending? Wait, what? I need to know. What if I didn't get that ending and only got this one? Then she wouldn't have been blown away.
今回のエンドも直前からやり直せばいい即死系2択です。
Yeah, come on. Easy, right?
あの現象は1秒でも早く終わらせたいので、このコーナーはスキップして本編に戻ってください。
Yeah, fuck this ending. Bye bye.
スキップしないのですね。仕方ありません。このコーナーも今回で最後ですから。
Oh, she is
少しだ
saying
け
that.
サービスします。
It's a final one. Yeah. Bonus trivia. Whoa.
あれが交代。この街に現れたアルクエイドが暴走した姿です。交代は惑星初期化のシステムですが、これはもうそう呼べません。振られたから暴走するとか、ただの恋愛怪獣ですよね。まったくもう。
Freaking love struck kaiju.
言葉が乱れました。 忘れてください。全長ですが、システム発生時は200メートル級。権限時はまだ安定していないので、見た目の規模が大きい代わり、当たり判定がありません。
I don't know what that means, but okay.
ビルをすり抜けて膨れ上がっているのも、そのためです。
Oh, okay, that's what she's saying. It's kind of weird because she has a physical form, but kind of not really too. I don't really get it.
安定時になると、全長は100メートル級で固定。これは周囲の文明レベルに合わせてのものです。体積、体重は計測できません。
She's fat.
こうなると質量を伴っていますが、抗体は地球の生命力が形になったもの。強いて言うなら、地球の質量が体重でしょうか。なので地球上ではどんなアクションをしようと、
Never ask her weight.
地球にとっては重くないので、地形には重さによるダメージはかからない。
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the same thing as last time, which is to kill the Earth.
となります。地面は陥没しません。ただし、人工物はその限りではありません。ちなみに千年城が消滅したのは、彼女の空想具現化のランクが下がったためです。
Huh. So, that's interesting. It's like what Roa said, she got weaker, so she wasn't able to sustain her original Marble Phantasm, and it turned into this thing, which is basically her powers just out of whack.
交代状態の審査では、空想具現化は大雑把なものしかできません。出力が大きくなった分、きめ細やかな空想を構築できなくなったのです。交代状態の彼女にできることは、超広範囲の魔眼と
AoE Mystic Eyes?
自身に向けられる攻撃をキャンセルする空想無料化と地熱操作、大気操作といったものになります。要は自然の脅威です。これを意識的に思考性のものとして使っていた普段の彼女と
Yep, just Arcueid going berserk, that's what she's
無
trying
意
to
識
say.
の反応として使うことしかできない今の彼女。どちらが生命として優れているかは、あなたの思考でご判断いただければ。とはいえ、このバッドエンドの彼女は、私の知る交代ではありません。
Yeah, sure, you're just saying that because you don't want to be perceived like a monster eco-arc.
システムでありながら自己を、感情を優先する兆しを見せています。
You know what? Yeah, that's true.
その上で暴走による自己崩壊はせず、新しい器に変化している。システムだったものが個になるとき、どのような無理が生じるか、私にはわかりません。デッドエンド、バッドエンドと、たくさんのエンドを見てきましたが、これは一つのワールドエンド。ある意味、
World end.
最悪のエンドでしょう。
The entire world is done for. No.
ですので彼女に気遣いは無用です。容赦なく、徹底的に。分不相応の夢ごと粉々に打ち壊すような、そんな反撃を、あなたに期待します。
Only you can do this. You can prevent Arcueid fires. Oh gosh, she was a hologram too?
それでは、またいつか、あるはずのない夢の中
In
で。
a dream that can never be called Red Guard because it's never fucking coming out, bro. Come on, I want this. I wonder if we will see her in Red Garden. I heard that in the far side, Arcueid is significantly less present. But now, if we look into the gallery, we can actually see every bad ending covered, and the only thing left we have is the true end. Alrighty, we're almost there. We're really freaking close. Okay.